All right, listen up, adventurers and travel junkies. You know I'm all about finding the most incredible, off-the-beaten-path experiences, and let me tell you, Madeira is itty. This place is like a hidden gem in the Atlantic, just bursting with adventure. Whether you're all about that hiking life, chasing waterfalls, or just soaking up some sun on pristine beaches, Madeira's got you covered. We're talking volcanic pools, ancient forests, charming villages, the works. We're about to break down the absolute must-do activities on this magical island. And trust me, you're gonna want to add every single one to your list. So buckle up, grab your backpack, and let's dive headfirst into the 15 most epic experiences Madeira has to offer. Get ready to be amazed. First up, we're throwing it back, way back. We're talking millions of years, people. Get ready to explore the Laurisilva Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's basically a living, breathing time capsule. Imagine this. You're walking through this dense, almost mystical forest, sunlight filtering through the canopy above. The air is thick with the scent of moss and earth, and you're surrounded by these ancient trees, some of them over 1,000 years old. This isn't just any forest. It's like stepping onto the set of Jurassic Park, minus the dinosaurs, hopefully. The Laurisilva Forest is home to unique species of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. So, lace up your hiking boots, pack your sense of adventure, and get ready to be transported back in time in this incredible natural wonder. Okay, adrenaline junkies, this one's for you. We're talking about Madeira's coastal roads, winding, dramatic, and absolutely breathtaking. Rent a car, lower the top if you've got it, and prepare for a drive you'll never forget. Picture this. You're cruising along these cliffside roads, the Atlantic Ocean crashing against the rocks below. The wind is whipping through your hair, the sun is on your face, and you're surrounded by some of the most stunning coastal scenery you've ever seen. We're talking towering cliffs that plunge into the turquoise water, hidden coves begging to be explored, and panoramic views that will blow your mind. Trust me, you'll want to keep your camera handy for this one. But hey, it's not just about the views. The drive itself is an adventure, with hairpin turns and steep inclines that will get your heart racing. So buckle up, put on your favorite playlist, and get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. All right, so you're in Madeira. You're loving the levadas, you're loving the views, but you're ready for something different, something unique. Well, get this, you gotta check out Santana. This place is straight out of a fairy tale, no joke. They've got these houses, right, but they're not your typical houses. They're triangular. Yeah, you heard me right. Triangular houses with thatched roofs. It's wild. Imagine this. Bright red doors, white trim, and these crazy pointy roofs covered in straw. It's like something out of a storybook, and you can actually walk inside some of them. They've got little shops and museums inside, so you can learn about the history of these funky houses. Trust me, you've never seen anything like Santana before. Okay, so you've seen the views, you've hiked the levadas, but are you ready for some serious adrenaline? Because Madeira's got something else up its sleeve. I'm talking about tobogganing in Monte. Yeah, you heard me right, tobogganing. But hold on, this isn't your grandma's backyard sledding situation. We're talking about wicker baskets on wooden runners, flying down the actual streets of Monte. Two guys in straw hats and white pants act as your brakes and steering, pushing and pulling you down the hill at what feels like 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's exhilarating, it's terrifying, it's totally unique, and you absolutely have to try it. All right, listen up, foodies. This one's for you. If you're even remotely interested in experiencing the heart and soul of Madeiran culture, you gotta get yourself to the Mercado dos Lavradores in Funchal. This isn't just some ordinary market. It's a sensory explosion. Imagine vibrant colors, exotic aromas, the sounds of vendors hawking their wares. We're talking mountains of fresh fruit you've never even seen before, fishmongers with the day's catch, and flowers everywhere. You can find everything here from local spices and honey to handmade crafts and souvenirs. But honestly, the best thing to do is just wander around, soak it all in, and maybe try some of the local delicacies. Have you ever had a passion fruit the size of your head? This is the place to do it. Trust me, your taste buds will thank me later. Alright guys, if you're looking for an adventure that's off the beaten path, you gotta check out the Levada Trails. These ancient waterways crisscross the island, and hiking alongside them is like stepping into another world. Seriously, it's like something out of Jurassic Park, but with less dinosaur chasing, hopefully. I'm talking lush forests, cascading waterfalls, panoramic views that'll blow your mind. These trails are not for the faint of heart though. Some of them can be pretty challenging, but trust me, the payoff is worth every drop of sweat. Make sure you bring plenty of water, some snacks to keep you fueled up, and wear proper hiking shoes. You don't want to be caught slipping on these trails. Trust me. I've been there, done that, learned my lesson. But seriously guys, the Levada Trails are a must-do in Madeira. It's a chance to connect with nature, challenge yourself, and create some unforgettable memories. Just remember to pack your camera, because you're gonna want to capture every single moment. Okay, so you've hiked the Levada Trails. You've earned yourself some serious relaxation time. And what better place to unwind than the Porto Moniz volcanic pools? I'm talking about natural swimming pools formed by lava flow. How cool is that? These pools are like nature's own infinity pools, perched right on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. The water is crystal clear, the views are incredible, and the sound of the waves crashing against the rocks is the ultimate soundtrack for your chill-out session. Now, here's the deal. These pools can get pretty crowded, especially during peak season. So, if you're looking for a more secluded experience, I suggest heading there early in the morning or later in the afternoon. Trust me, it's worth it to have the place to yourself. But even if you do have to share the pools with a few other people, it's still an experience you won't forget. Plus, think of it this way. You're swimming in a freaking volcano. How many people can say they've done that? Alright guys, let's talk about one of the things Madeira is famous for. It's wine! I'm not talking about your average bottle of vino here. This is Madeira wine, and it's in a league of its own. We're talking about a fortified wine that's been produced on the island for centuries. And trust me, it's got a flavor that's as rich and complex as the island's history. Seriously, it's like a party in your mouth, and everyone's invited. Now, the best way to experience Madeira wine is to go straight to the source, the wineries. There are tons of them scattered across the island, each with its own unique character and story to tell. You can take a tour, learn about the winemaking process, and of course, indulge in some tastings. And here's a pro tip. Don't be afraid to ask questions. The people who work at these wineries are incredibly passionate about what they do, and they're always happy to share their knowledge with you. Plus, you might just learn a thing or two about wine that you didn't know before. Cheers to that. Alright guys, listen up. If you're anything like me, you crave a little adventure, right? Well, Madeira's got you covered. We're talking about dolphin and whale watching. An experience that's just pure magic. Imagine this. You're out on the open water, the sun on your face, the wind in your hair, and then, boom! A pod of dolphins comes leaping out of the water, just feet from the boat. It's like they're putting on a show just for you. And it's not just dolphins. Madeira is a haven for whales too. We're talking massive creatures, like humpback whales and even sperm whales. These gentle giants are absolutely mesmerizing to watch in their natural habitat. Trust me, it's an experience that will stay with you long after you leave this island paradise. So do yourself a favor, book a boat trip, pack your sense of adventure, and get ready for an unforgettable experience. Alright, after all that ocean adventure, it's time to slow things down a bit. Don't worry, we're not talking about getting boring, just a different kind of awesome. We're heading to the Funchal Botanical Gardens. Now I know what you're thinking, botanical gardens really? But trust me on this one, these gardens are something else. Imagine lush greenery as far as the eye can see, exotic flowers in every color imaginable, and cascading waterfalls creating a soundtrack of pure tranquility. It's like stepping into a scene from Avatar, but without the blue people. You can wander through themed gardens, each with its own unique personality, from the vibrant colors of the rose garden to the calming serenity of the Japanese garden. And the best part? The views. Perched high above Funchal, the gardens offer panoramic vistas of the city and the sparkling ocean beyond. Trust me, your Instagram feed will thank you. Okay guys, we're about to dive into something really cool. Literally. We're heading underground to explore the São Vicente caves, a network of ancient lava tubes formed by volcanic eruptions thousands of years ago. Now, I'm talking about venturing deep into the heart of the island, walking through tunnels carved by molten rock, and witnessing the raw power of nature firsthand. It's like taking a journey to the center of the earth. But it's not just about the caves themselves, although those are pretty darn impressive. The Volcanism Center is where things get really interesting. They've got interactive exhibits, 3D films, and all sorts of cool stuff that explains the volcanic history of Madeira. You'll learn how the island was formed, what causes eruptions, and maybe even feel a few simulated tremors along the way. Trust me, after this experience, you'll never look at a volcano the same way again. It's a reminder that beneath the surface, there's a whole world of wonder waiting to be discovered. Exploring a new place isn't just about the sights, it's about the flavors, am I right? Madeira is a goldmine of unique tastes and fresh ingredients. Seafood pulled straight from the Atlantic, local produce bursting with flavor, and dishes perfected over generations. One bite and you're transported. Suddenly you're part of this whole other world. That's the good stuff. That's what travel is all about. Skip the tourist traps, find a family-run spot. Trust me, those are the places serving up the real deal. Be adventurous. Order something you can't pronounce. The worst thing that happens is you discover a new favorite. And if you find yourself with a plate of espetada, film it. Tag me. Alright, enough about food. Let's get back to exploring this incredible island. Okay, so we've hiked through forests, explored volcanic pools, but to truly grasp the scale of Madeira's beauty, you gotta see it from above. We're taking a cable car ride, people. There's something about being suspended hundreds of feet in the air, gliding over valleys and villages. It just hits different. The world slows down, you can breathe again. And the views, man, they're unreal. Sweeping panoramas of the island, the coastline stretching out like an endless blue ribbon. The sun glinting off the water. It's enough to make you put down the camera phone and just soak it all in. But hey, you know me, gotta document everything. So yeah, take the pictures, get the epic drone shots, but don't forget to actually be present in the moment. Feel the wind on your face, listen to the sounds of the island below, and just appreciate the fact that you're experiencing something truly special. Trust me, this is a memory in the making. Alright guys, we're on to number 14, and it's a good one. We're talking about Câmara de Lobos, this crazy charming fishing village. I mean, picture this. Colorful boats bobbing in the harbor, these steep cliffs rising up all around you, and the freshest seafood you can imagine. It's the kind of place that just sucks you in. You can wander through the narrow streets, soak in the atmosphere, maybe grab a coffee or a glass of Ponta, which is this local drink you gotta try. Trust me, it's strong. Winston Churchill himself actually came here to paint. Yeah, the Prime Minister dude. He called it a painter's paradise. And honestly, I can see why. The light, the colors, the whole vibe. It's pretty inspiring. So, bottom line, don't sleep on Câmara de Lobos. It's a must-see for sure. Take a walk, grab a bite, and just soak it all in. You won't regret it. Okay, we've made it to number 15, the final must-do in Madeira. And guys, this one is epic. We're talking about catching the sunset at Ponta de São Lourenço. This place is basically the easternmost point of Madeira. And let me tell you, it's like nothing else on the island. Imagine these dramatic cliffs plunging into the ocean, volcanic rock formations everywhere, and this rugged, wild beauty that just takes your breath away. You can hike along the trails, explore the coastline, and find your own perfect spot to watch the sun go down. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky explodes with color. It's like someone took a paintbrush and just went crazy. Oranges, reds, purples, you name it. And the way the light hits the cliffs and the ocean, it's just pure magic. Honestly, this is the perfect way to end your time in Madeira. It's romantic, it's awe-inspiring, and it's something you'll never forget. So grab your camera, grab someone special, and get ready for a sunset experience like no other. And there you have it, folks. 15 incredible things to do in Madeira, Portugal. From exploring ancient forests to sipping world-class wine, hiking breathtaking trails to witnessing epic sunsets. This island has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Madeiran adventure today. You won't regret it. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and adventures, and let me know in the comments what you're most excited to see in Madeira. Until next time, peace out.